If it indeed is year by year with Rodgers, what does this mean for the future of Jordan Love, who was a first-round draft pick at the quarterback position 2 years ago? If they were committing now to Rodgers for 5 years, it would make all the sense in the world to trade Love at this moment. But if it is year by year, what should we anticipate this means for Jordan Love?
Well, I don't imagine that Jordan Love feels like he's in the best situation for his growth and development. Clearly he's not, because clearly he's not going to be playing. But he is under contract for 2 more years, and there's not a lot he could do. Now, if there were another team out there that were willing to give up a premium pick for Jordan Love, maybe Jordan Love and his agent could convince the Packers to move on from him. But what team out there is going to surrender a premium pick for an unproven talent at this point in time as these quarterback chairs are filled up by the day? Right now, we've got openings in Carolina, New Orleans, Seattle. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but of those teams, is there going to be a team out there willing to give up a prime enough pick to make Green Bay want to move off Jordan Love, especially when we don't know that Aaron Rodgers is going to play beyond next year? So it's a difficult situation, and it's one where it's just the luck of the draw, where Jordan Love is sort of stuck in Green Bay unless something unforeseen occurs where a team all of a sudden feels like he is by far the best quarterback option we can have, and we have to go get this guy, and we're willing to trade, let's just say, a second-round draft pick. But it's hard to envision all those elements coming together, which basically means that Jordan Love is going to be stuck backing up Aaron Rodgers the way that Aaron Rodgers once was stuck backing up Brett Favre. That's just the way of the world right now. It's unfortunate, being that Jordan Love could have been the quarterback this past year. He could have been the quarterback this upcoming year, but it doesn't look like he's going to be the quarterback in either year.
So that is an excellent answer. Let me ask you a question, though, Mike Tannenbaum. If Jordan Love was in this year's draft, all other things being equal, where would he go amongst the quarterbacks?
Probably second or third. He would be a first-round pick again. You could argue maybe Kenny Pickett and Malik Willis, but he would be right there, Greeny. And that's why, if I was Green Bay, I would keep him, because maybe he could continue to get better. And the options, again, are so dire in the quarterback market. That's why we may see Marcus Mariota start this year. There's not enough quarterbacks, and that's why, to me, Jordan Love is someone, if I was Green Bay, I would keep investing in his future. Okay, and then super quickly, Schefter, because I'm tight on time. How about Davante Adams? What does this mean for him? He's on the franchise tag right now. We know he doesn't want, no one wants to play on that when they're in his kind of situation. What does this mean now that we have the Rodgers numbers for him?
I think he's in a separate category. Look, it gives the Green Bay Packers the flexibility that they want, but just because Aaron Rodgers is back and in the fold and they've cleared up cap room doesn't mean that Davante Adams is happy about his situation. I don't believe he is. Nobody would be. I think he wants to get paid. He wants to get paid on a long-term deal. And again, we'll see how that one plays out. That one bears watching over the weeks and months to come.
RC, what do you think of the Davante Adams of it all?
I think you have to get Davante Adams signed to a long-term deal. Even if Aaron Rodgers is on a year, when you have a quarterback that can have a guy like Davante Adams, who's one of the top 2 or 3 wide receivers in the league, you want him to help your quarterback be better. He makes your team better. He's a 30-year-old wide receiver who's still in the prime of his career, and we've seen him elevate each and every year. And you don't want a disgruntled player or a player that says, I will not play on the franchise tag. If you want to run it back with Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams is vital to that, and you need to get his deal done.
How about it, Jeff? I mean, you were a part of the players' union and all that, one of the leadership. You know how players feel about the franchise tag, but they don't have a lot of options. What do you think of the Davante Adams piece?
Yeah, you got to pay him. I mean, you got to pay him and get off this franchise tag, because the reality is he can be like what some guys say, they retired without telling you. Players can play on the franchise without actually having to play, right? I mean, he can come out there and it would totally throw off your offense. And listen, Adams isn't just good for Green Bay because of Aaron Rodgers. He's good for Green Bay no matter what quarterback starts.
Yes.
So get him signed to a long-term deal, whether it's 3 or 4 years. This guy has proved how valuable he is as a weapon in this league. So allow him to flourish in there so other receivers want to be around him.
Graz, put a ribbon on the whole thing for me.
Look, I mean, the problem is he's at $20.145 million on the franchise tag, and if they franchised him again next year, it'd be 120% of that. DeAndre Hopkins' deal pays him $27 million a year, and it continues to be an outlier in the wide receiver market. Second highest paid wide receiver is Julio Jones at 22. So if Adams wants to be higher than Hopkins, that's way beyond where the Packers and, frankly, most teams are going to want to go. To this point, they haven't had an agreement. They have until July 15th to iron out that long-term agreement if he wants to avoid the franchise.
Okay, so again, the news is in, and it is fascinating. Guys, everybody stay close to this. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.